Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to analyze the questions about the structure analysis. The question will be analyzed due to slope deflection method. So let's analyze the question. The first I'm going to specify the fixed end moment. Fixed end moment from D to C. That will be equal to minus 3 multiplied with 10 square over 12. That will be equal to minus 25 cubes feet. And fixed end moment from C to T, so from C to D, that will be 25 cubes feet. And now let's write the moment equations. Moment AD is equal to 0. Moment DA will be 3EI over 13 multiplied with theta D minus delta over L and plus 0. And this 13 comes from here, 5, 12, and 13. This comes from geometry, 5, 12, and 13 also. The length of this column. Okay. And so let's write the other equations. Moment DC equal to 2EI over 10. Over 10 multiplied with 2 theta D plus theta C minus 3 delta over L and minus 25. Moment CD 2EI over 10 multiplied 2 theta C plus theta D minus 3 delta over L and plus 25. And moment CB 3I over 13 multiplied with theta C minus delta over L and of course minus 0. And moment BC, it's also 0 because it is pin end, so we don't calculate the moment here. There is no any moment. So now you know that we have a support for at D. At D support, DA and DC, the summation of this moment must be equal to 0. Okay, and also we are going to write another equation for moment CD and CB. The summation of them also must be equal to 0. So let's write the first equation. Moment DA plus moment DC is equal to 0. 3EI theta D over 13 plus 4EI theta D over 10 plus 2EI theta D over 10 minus 25 equal to 0. This is the first equation. Let's write the second equation also. Moment CD plus moment CB equal to 0. 4EI theta C over 10 plus 2EI theta D over 10 and plus 25 and plus 3EI theta C over 13 equal to 0. 13. Now I have my both equation, so I'm going to write the equation as a simplified. This is the second equation I wrote. And theta D will be equal to 58.035 over EI. And theta C also will be 58.035 EI. And now when I write the theta d and theta c its own place in the equations, and I'm going to obtain the moments. So let's write the moments. This is going to be 13.4 keeps fit. This is going to be minus 13.4 keeps fit. And this will be 13.4 keeps fit also. And this is minus 13.4 keeps fit. And now I have my moments. If I have moments, let's find the shear forces, and then we are going to draw the shear and the moment diagrams. For the first part, this is A, this is D, and I have a moment here, 13.4, and total moment at A is equal to 0 at this direction, minus 13.4 plus VD multiplied with 13 equal to 0, and VZ will be 103 kips, okay? And for the total Fy is equal to 0 equation, we are going to obtain VA plus 103 equal to 0, and VA will be equal to minus 103 kips, okay? So let's draw the second part. Solve the same equation for the second part. I have a moment here, 13.4, and I have a distributed load. I have to convert it to the point load. It's 3 kips to fit. When I multiply it with 10, it's going to be 30, right? 30 kips. It's right here. I have a 5 as 5 the length. And this is A, and this is C. Total moments at D is equal to 0. Minus 13.4 plus 13.4. And sorry, I confused. This is going to be D. It's not A, but it's looking like A. And this is going to be minus 30 multiplied with 5 and plus VC multiplied with 10 equal to 0. And I am going to obtain VC as 15. And for the total Fy is equal to 0, this equation, 30 minus 15 minus VD equal to 0, VD will be equal to 15, okay? 15 kips. And now I solved this shears, and now let's solve the last part. And for the last part, that's going to be something like that. I have a moment at this direction, 13.4, okay? And this is C, this is B. And total moment at B is equal to 0 at this direction, positive. So 13.4, and this is, for example, C, this is B, minus VC multiplied with, this is 13 feet, multiplied 13 equal to 0, and VC is equal to 103 kips. And now the total Fy is equal to 0, so I'm going to obtain the VB plus 103 equal to 0, and VB will be equal to minus 103. And now I find all my shears. Let's find the shear and the moment diagrams. For the first part, from A to D, at A I have a minus 1.03, so minus 1.03, I will reach this point, minus 103, and I will continue with the same amount. When I reach a D, I have a positive 1.03. I will goes up. This is 103, okay, and I will close. So for the second part, you know I have a 15. Okay, this is 15. I'm going to raise as 15, and I'm going to decrease as triangular, because you know it is the load is distributed load. If it is distributed, you have to decrease as triangular, and I'm going to decrease as 30, and I'm going to reach this point. Okay, this is going to be 15 because the load is 3 multiplied with 10 is 30. So I'm going to decrease as 30 by as triangular, and this is going to be 5 feet, and this is also 5 feet. Okay, for the next part and the last part for the shear, and I have a moment. Sorry, I have a shear at. Sorry, I have a shear as 103. I'm going to raise at the C, and this is B. Okay, this is C, this is D, this is D, and this is A. I'm going to raise with 103. I raised, and I'm going to continue. There is no any force until my support, and I've reached the support. The support, the B is minus 103, so I'm going to decrease minus 103. Okay, and when it decreases, and I will reach this point. It's going to be, this is positive, this is negative, this is negative. And now I have my shear diagrams. Let's draw the moment diagram also. For this question, at the point A, there is no any moment. And I'm going to start with this point, and I'm going to I'm going to decrease at this amount of area, okay? Because it is the downward direction, okay? It's the bottom of the line. At the bottom of the line, sorry. And when I multiplied 103 by 13 feet, okay, 13 feet, I'm going to obtain 13.4. This is my moment for this point. And let's draw for this second part. For the second part, you know, I have a moment as 13.4. 13.4, and I'm going to increase at this amount of area. At this amount of area, that will be 15 multiplied with 5 over 2, and 37.5, I guess. And I'm going to increase as 37.5, and I will reach this point. This is going to be 24.1. Okay, 37.5 minus 30.4, and this is 24.1. And also I'm going to decrease at this amount of area, and I'm going to reach at this point, the same point actually. Okay, I couldn't draw well, sorry, 1 second, I'm going to draw it better. It's actually should be a circular, but I couldn't draw it. But you understand how it's gonna be. And let's draw for the last part. For the last part, you know I have a moment. We know that there is a moment here as minus 13.4. So minus 13.4, I goes down. And now I'm going to increase at this amount of area. It will be increased at this amount of area, 103 multiplied with 13 feet. 1 second, multiply with 13 feet, and it will reach to the 0, because this is the point B. At the point B there is no any moment, because it is pin support. At P support we cannot obtain any moment. And now the question is that, thank you for watching me. If you like and if you want to see more of the videos, please subscribe and share with your friends. You can comment if something I did wrong. Please aware me. I'm going to revise and make it better. Thank you for watching. See you for the next question.